In a cozy part of Greenleaf Woods lived a little bear cub named Beatrice. Beatrice had soft, fluffy brown fur and the kindest eyes you ever did see. She loved exploring, sniffing flowers, and tasting sweet berries. One sunny morning, while Beatrice was padding softly through a field of wildflowers, she heard a tiny, sad sound. Chirp, chirp. It sounded like someone was hurt. Beatrice followed the sound, pushing aside some tall ferns with her gentle nose. There, nestled amongst the roots of an old willow tree, was a small bluebell bird. It was a beautiful little bird with feathers the color of the summer sky. But one of its wings was bent at an odd angle, and it looked very frightened and couldn't fly. "Oh, you poor little thing," Beatrice whispered softly, careful not to scare the bird more. She could see the bird trembling. Many other animals might have just walked past, busy with their own day, but Beatrice had a kind heart. She couldn't just leave the little bird alone and hurt. "Don't worry," Beatrice rumbled gently. "I won't hurt you. I want to help." The bluebell bird just looked at her with wide, scared eyes. Beatrice knew she needed to be very gentle. First, she carefully gathered some soft moss and dry leaves, making a cozy little nest around the bird to keep it warm and safe. "There," she said softly. "That's a bit comfier, isn't it?" Next, Beatrice knew the bird must be hungry and thirsty. She remembered seeing some juicy red berries nearby. She carefully padded over to the berry bush, plucked the softest, ripest berry she could find, and carried it gently back in her mouth. She laid it down right beside the little bird's beak. Chirp! The bird looked at the berry, then hesitantly took a tiny peck. Then Beatrice found a large, cupped leaf that had collected some morning dew. Very, very carefully, she carried the leaf, trying not to spill the precious drops of water. She tipped the leaf slowly, letting a few drops fall near the bird's beak. The bluebell bird eagerly sipped the cool water. For the next few days, Beatrice became the little bird's guardian. Every morning, she brought fresh berries and water. She sat near the nest, her big, furry presence keeping away any curious critters that might bother the bird. When a sudden rain shower passed through the woods, Beatrice used her own body to shield the little nest, keeping the bluebell bird dry. She didn't mind getting wet herself. She would talk softly to the bird sometimes. "You're getting stronger," she'd rumble kindly. "Soon you'll be flying high above the trees again." The bluebell bird slowly started to seem less frightened. It would watch Beatrice with curious eyes and sometimes give a little cheep when she brought food. It started to gently flap its injured wing, testing it out. One morning, Beatrice arrived with a particularly juicy berry. As she approached the nest, the bluebell bird hopped onto the edge. It looked at Beatrice, gave a thankful chirp, and then, whoosh! With a strong flap of its wings, both wings working perfectly now, the bluebell bird soared up into the air. It circled once above Beatrice's head, singing a cheerful, happy song as if to say, "Thank you," before flying off towards the blue sky. Beatrice watched it go, a big, happy smile spreading across her furry face. She felt a warmth spread through her chest. Helping the little bird hadn't given her any berries or treasures, but it had filled her heart with a special kind of joy. She understood then that kindness is like sunshine. It warms not only the one who receives it, but also the one who gives it. And making the world a little bit better, one small act of kindness at a time, was the sweetest feeling of all. Beatrice continued her walk through the woods, her heart full, looking for more ways to spread a little kindness.